Okay, Maxers. For the last filter video, I'm going to introduce an object called SVF tilde, state variable filter. Um, while it's the easiest filter to use if you want, for instance, a high pass filter or a notch filter, we don't really have a lot of use for notch filters anymore. Um, the big thing about it is that it's running four filters at once. It's a low pass, high pass, and band reject filter. And all four outputs are sending signal all the time. Um, so it gives you some different possibilities if you want to use that feature. And that's what I'm going to show you in this last patch. So I'm going to start setting things up and do a save as on this one. And bring in something from my clipboard that'll explain. It's the state variable filter object with frequency and Q back to the 0 to 1 scale. Actually, we can go above 1. It behaves a little bit differently than resin and low res, but has four outputs: low pass output, high pass output, band pass, and notch or band reject. And what I've done is set up a little mixer or on off switch. So um, changing gain is just multiplication for audio signals. If you have it set up to multiply by 0, and this is a multiply tilde object, you start with the signals off. By turning the toggle on, you replace the 0 with a 1, and then you get the full gain of that filter output. And just going to leave that there. Do a couple things over here. First thing is that I want to show you what you can do with a state variable filter is some spatialization based on frequency. To do that, I'm going to turn the output of the playlist into a mono signal and just say send audio. So I'm mixing left and right into input 1 of the gain. Going to get rid of my resin objects. I also don't need gain because that's not in this. And I'm going to bring this in. Let's make some room. Going to bring this in, and it's 4 outputs. Of course, keep the clear. And I'll go ahead and put the receive audio object here. So it's going to go in. Then only one center frequency and Q. I'm just going to actually connect them straight in. Center or cutoff, depending on the filter. So I have these two, just like I did before. And then what we can do to hear it just to start is I'm going to take each of the different filter outputs and hook them up to both channels of out. So hold down the shift key and connect 1, let go, connect 2. Shift key, connect 1, connect 2. Shift, connect 1, connect 2. Shift, connect 1 and 2. Now, should have just the low pass output. You do want to bring down the output of the file because you're mixing the two channels. So it's going to be a little appropriate to bring that down a notch. Maybe just 6 dB. So at 1,000 hertz, this is low pass. Stop it. All the frequencies above 1,000. Frequencies around 1,000. And no frequencies around 1,000. And that's all pretty straightforward. I can adjust what I did before with take away all the bass. All right, and that's all pretty simple. So what I want to do this time around is change these outputs. Unlock the patch. Take those out. Let me get rid of the notch entirely. Oh, I'll leave it because you may want to hook this up. I'll save it in 2 versions. So what I'm going to do is take the low pass to the left, high pass to the right. And what I'm going to do is make separate gain controls for each. Then band pass will go to both. Don't even need to do that. So out 1, out 2, out 1 and 2. I'm going to bring the center all the way down, but I'm going to turn them all on. Let's bring the cutoff something back into around the 1,000 range and start playing. So there's the low in the left, high in the right. Just the center frequencies. So I'm going to bring them in, maybe not as much as the low. I need to change my Q scale back to, I'm going to change it to 10. You can go above 1. And as I shift around, and stop that. So you can adjust, for instance, if I want less low, but more mid and high. Bring the low back in. Get a little balance. And depending on the type of audio file you use, the spatialization can be very effective for placing high frequency gestures or low frequency gestures in certain speakers as you go through. So that's it. This is the last of the filter videos for now. Next week, we'll talk about some LFO changing, um, applying some changes to center frequency, Q, also some envelopes as we get into thinking about our final projects, just doing more with it. So thanks, and see you on Monday.